Okay, I get this question a lot. Have you seen things? Okay, first of all, yes, I have seen things. Um, what you have to remember is that parasite identification is not easy. Okay. I've even heard stories where people couldn't tell if it was a parasite or what kind of parasite it was, so they sent it away to a lab, and the lab couldn't even tell until they tested it. So, like, experts can't even always tell which parasites are what until they test it. Okay. So, what you see, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, what is that? Or could it have been some type of food? Or what type of parasite is that? It's not always that easy to identify it. The main thing I want you to keep in mind, though, is that most parasites are microscopic. Okay. So, any healing efforts you do will result in some change, right? You will flush out some bad bacteria or parasites, or there's all different types of parasites. So you could flush out some of them and then you didn't get all of them, or you get some types but not all of the types, right? So that's why we have to do these things regularly, right? And I'm not saying you have to do them every month. Generally, I do a parasite cleanse probably once a quarter. But what I want you to think about is that the huge, like, worms or these nasty, horrible things that you see on TV or online sometimes, these huge, disgusting things that come out of people, that's like when you're playing a video game and you get to the end of the level and there's a huge monster that pops out. So the whole time in that level, you've been fighting these little guys, right? And fighting bigger and bigger guys. But you had to fight all of those guys and kill all of those guys until you got to the big guy at the end, right? So that's similar to what we're doing here. You have to flush out the less strong parasites, the bad bacteria, all of those things to change the environment of your body. That's the goal, is to change the ecosystem and environment of your entire body and your gut microbiome so that it weakens the parasites, so that they can't live there, they can't thrive there and make you sick. Okay. So it's a long game. This is not one and done, okay? You're not going to just take one parasite cleanse and get rid of all the parasites in your body and huge things are going to come out and you're going to see them with your eyes. That's not necessarily going to happen. You have to understand that this is not, it's not just one and done, right? You have to go for the long game and you have to keep at it, and that's why I have 3 steps. So I have the first step to open detox pathways, the second step to kill parasites, and the third step to change the environment of your body so that in the future you can kill even more parasites and you weaken the ones